Hello everyone, Dark Magician of Chaos here. Today I want to make a deck profile where it's going to be a very special one, because I want to show you the first deck that I play since 2002 or 2003, that it was not a bunch of shuffle cards from the starter decks of Yugi, Kaiba, Yoi, Pegasus, the ones that exist at that time. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. If you see a card that you played as well, so let me know in the comments below. So the first card that I want to show you, is the only normal monster that I play in this deck. It was 3 Dark Blades. It was a very good card, one of the first warrior monsters that have 1800. Of course there was gear for it at that time, but you cannot equip that card. It was destroyed if you do it. So 3 Dark Blades to have a monster with 1800 attack. Of course, if you were playing a warrior deck, you cannot forget to play, of course, Marauding Captains. This card was very good. If you normal summon this card, you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from your hand. Also, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot select another warrior monster on your side as an attack target. So if you normal summon one of these and special summon another, your opponent cannot select any of those, and it was a very good defense because your opponent cannot attack any of your monsters. So 3 Maraudings. Of course, I play 2 Hayabusa Knight because this card can attack twice in the same battle phase, so pretty good effect. So, and then I have to play 1 Sasuke Samurai because at that time there was many flip monsters that was very annoying, like Heihain, Penguin Soldier, Man-Eater Bug, and of course many 2000 defense monsters. So if you attack a face down monster with this card, you destroy it without flipping it up, so it was very good effect. Next, we have a Don Saluk. I used to have the Pharaonic version as well as Sasuke Samurai. If you inflict battle damage to your opponent with this monster, you can discard random 1 card from their hand or send the 2 top cards from the deck to the graveyard. For nowadays, that effect will be not good enough, but for that time it was good. Then I used to play 1 Exilic Force because you can tribute this card to destroy any card on the field. Then 1 Goblin Attack Force, of course. This was a very good 2300 attack, and if you attack with this card, it turns to defense position. I used to have the Pharaoh Servant version that has a misprint right here. It has a level star instead of the Earth attribute normal sign right there. So next I play 1 Throwstone unit. This was my 2000 defense monster that you have to play. I don't know why, because there was less play than right now. So this was my monster. Not bad effect, but I mostly never use it. Then I used to play, of course, a DD Warrior Lady. It was a very good card. You can attack a monster, and after the battle damage calculation, you can remove from play this card and the monster that you attack. Very good effect. I used to have the Dark Crisis version of this card. Then for the monster that requires a sacrifice, of course you know that the level 5 and the level 6 monster requires 1 sacrifice, and the 7 or more 2 sacrifice. But I have the Fiend Mega Cyber. Maybe you cannot tribute for this card, because if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters than you can special summon this card from your hand. Very good effect, but sometimes you have to sacrifice because you cannot apply the effect, but for the time it was a very good effect. And at that time I have one friend that used to play with dragons. So if I am a warrior monster, of course I have to play 1 Buster Blader to beat that Blue Eyes, Tyrant Dragon, and all of the things that exist at that time. The Luster Dragon, the Luster Dragon number 2. You know, right? Buster Blader, pretty nice card. So as this is all of the warrior monsters that I play, but I used to play some staples that help this deck, like Manure Bug. For that time, this card was very good. You can flip it and destroy any monster on the field regardless of its position. Then I play one Basu, the Soul Eater. This was a very good monster. If you play it, you can discard you can remove from play from your graveyard 1, 2, or 3 monsters and increase the attack of this card by 300 for each monster that you discard from the field. So it was a 2500 monster of without sacrifices, you know. Then I play, of course, one Penguin Soldier. You flip it, you return up 2 monster cards from the field to the hand of your opponent. Very good. Then at the end but not least, one Witch of the Black Forest, because this is one of the first searches of that time. If this card was sent to the graveyard, you can search for a monster with defense of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. So that's it for the monster cards. Let's go with the spells. First of all, of course, I have to play a Pot of Greed. You know what to do with this card. This card, you draw 2 cards from your deck. Then, of course, 2 Graceful Charities. You draw 3 cards, then discard 2. Very good card. I played 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Then a Change of Heart. You can take control any monster that your opponent controls. 1 Source of Revealing Light. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Monster Reborn, of course. For the warriors, I play these 4 cards. The Warrior Returning Alive, the Reinforcements of the Army. It was one of the first searches to take a warrior monster from your deck to your hand. And 2 Equip cards. This Lightning Blade increased the attack of a warrior type monster in 800 points. Very good card for that time. So that's it for the spell cards. Then for the trap cards, of course, I used to play 1 Trap Hole, then 1 Bottomless Trap Hole to banish the monster that were destroyed, 2 Sakuretsu's Armor. You can destroy, when your opponent declares an attack, you can destroy the attacking monster. It was very good at that time. Next, I play 1 Dust Tornado to destroy our spell or trap card on the field. And last but not least, Magic Jammer and 7 Tools of the Bandit. These were the cards that negate the activation and destroy a spell or a trap card. So at that time I don't have a side deck per se, but I have my bander always with me to change cards from the deck. Like maybe I put a Magician of Faith, a Fissure, some of the A Forces. It was a very good card for warriors too. A Heavy Storm, a Scapegoat, maybe a Jar of Greed to draw more cards, a Robbing Goblins to destroy your opponent's hand, and maybe another Trap Hole. I have no extra deck in this time, but I hope you like. This was my first deck in my first days in the game in Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you like it. Remember that I'm the Dark Magician of Chaos. I like to take cool pictures of these cards on Instagram, so don't forget to follow me. And that's it. See you next time.